Hi everyone, I'm Ashley at the Silver Bay Public Library, and I am back once again with story time. Today we have quite a few new and fun books that the Arrowhead Library System helped me pick out, actually. I have a lot of fun animal-related books, though that's not necessarily the theme of the week. For our actual summer reading program this week, we have drawstring bags and some goodies, so make sure you stop in, sign up for the summer reading program, and you get your take and make bags. But we are going to start with this fun, colorful book, Elmer, by David McKee. So let's just dive right in. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall and short, fat and thin. All were different, but all were happy, and almost all were the same color. All except Elmer. Elmer was not elephant color, he was patchwork. Elmer was yellow, and orange, and red, and pink, and purple, and blue, and green, and black, and white. It was Elmer who kept the other elephants happy. Their games and jokes were always his idea. If an elephant was laughing, the cause was usually Elmer. But Elmer himself wasn't happy. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they'd laugh at me. One morning, just as the others were waking up, Elmer slipped away. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. "Good morning, Elmer," they said. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for, a large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it until the berries fell onto the ground. Then Elmer lay down and rolled over on the berries, this way and that. He picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over until he was covered with berry juice. When he had finished, there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. Elmer looked like any other elephant. On his way back through the jungle, Elmer passed the other animals. "Good morning, elephant," they said. When Elmer rejoined the herd, none of the other elephants noticed him. As he stood there, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old blue sky, same old rain cloud, same old elephants. The other elephants were standing absolutely still, silent and serious. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. It made him want to laugh. Finally he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice shouted, "Boo!" The other elephants jumped in surprise. Elmer was helpless with laughter. Then the others began to laugh. "Too bad Elmer isn't here to share the fun," they said, laughing harder and harder. And then the rain cloud burst. When the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant as Elmer was washed back to normal. "You've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. What would we do without you?" "We must celebrate this day every year," said another. "The day of Elmer's best joke." "All of us elephants will decorate ourselves in his honor," said a third, "and Elmer will decorate himself elephant color." And one day each year, the elephants color themselves yellow or orange or red or pink, or purple or blue or green or black or white, and have a parade. If you happen to see an elephant in the Elmer's Day Parade who is ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. Look how wacky they're all colored. And that is the story of Elmer. But I actually have a book with us here today called Elmer and Wilbur, also written by David McKee. So this is the second book. So let's dive into this one and see what Elmer got himself up to this time. Elmer, the patchwork elephant, was waiting for his cousin Wilbur, who was coming to visit. "He's late," said Elmer. "Maybe he's lost. Let's go and look for him." "What does Wilbur look like?" asked an elephant. "Wait and see," chuckled Elmer. "But be careful. He likes to play tricks, especially with his voice. He's a ventriloquist. He can make his voice sound as if it is coming from a different place than where he is. from anywhere. This is fun, said an elephant as they started to search. It's like hide and seek. Suddenly they heard, Yo-ho, Elmer, I'm over here. They rushed to where the voice came from. Looking for me? Asked a rather surprised tiger. Sorry, said Elmer. We thought you were my cousin. Very funny, Elmer, said the tiger. Maybe that's your cousin I hear shouting. Help, called the voice. Help, I've fallen into the pond. He has, I can see him, said an elephant. Silly, said Elmer. That's your own reflection. Keep looking, he's near, but not where his voice is. They kept looking, but the voice kept coming from different places. Here I am, it called, or boo, to make them jump. It even came from down a rabbit hole. The rabbits popped out like popcorn. That's not funny, they said. Not funny at all. That's very silly. Oh, there they all are. After a lot of searching, an elephant said, We'll never find him, Elmer. Let's give up. Wilbur, called Elmer. We give up. You can come out now. I can't. I'm stuck up in a tree, Wilbur's voice said from above them. The elephants giggled. He's very clever, said one. If you don't come, said Elmer, we'll have to go home without you. I really am stuck up in a tree, said Wilbur's voice. The elephants giggled again. Elmer, said an elephant. Is Wilbur black and white? Yes, why, said Elmer. I peeked, said the elephant. He really is stuck up in a tree. They all looked. There was Wilbur, up a tree. Wilbur, gasped Elmer. How did you get up there? Never mind how I got up. How do I get down? Said Wilbur. I have no idea, said Elmer. But we're hungry, so we're going to go home for supper. At least we know where you are now. Goodbye, Wilbur. See you tomorrow. With that, Elmer started to lead the other elephants away. Oh, Elmer, called Wilbur, don't leave me here. I'm starving. Haha, I was just teasing, laughed Elmer, turning back to Wilbur. If you walk along the branch, it will bend down with your weight and we can help you down. Wilbur walked slowly along the branch. The branch began to bend down. When the elephants could reach it, they pulled it the rest of the way and helped Wilbur off. Thanks, said Wilbur. Now, what's that supper you were talking about? Then, laughing and joking together, they raced all the way home. That night, as they lay down to sleep, Elmer said, Good night, Wilbur. Good night, Moon. A voice that seemed to come from the moon said, Good night, elephants. Sweet dreams. Elmer smiled and whispered, Wilbur, how did you get up to that tree? But Wilbur was already asleep. And that is the story of Elmer and his cousin, Wilbur. Next, we have a book called Cake Day by Ellen Mayer and illustrated by Estelle Cork. I don't believe it's actually about an animal, but there's a cute dog on the front, so that's why I chose it. Just kidding. I thought it'd be a good story. Alright. Cake Day! That's right, says Grandma. Today we're going to bake a cake. Cake Day, help me up, please. I will help you up so that you can see inside the cupboard, says Grandma. Let's look for the ingredients we need. We need flour, salt, baking powder, and sugar to make a cake, said Grandma. There's flour. Cake Day. How much, Grandma? We need 2 cups of flour, says Grandma. I will measure just the right amount. There's the puppy. Too much, Grandma. And there's flour everywhere. Cake Day. I want to pour. You can pour the milk into the mixing bowl, says Grandma, and I'll crack the eggs. Look, what's happening to the batter? Cake Day. I want to stir. You can stir all the ingredients together, says Grandma. Stir round and round. See the swirls? Bake Day. Your turn, Grandma. That's right, says Grandma. I'm the one who puts the batter into the oven. The oven is very hot. Cake Day. Ready, Grandma? The cake is not ready to take out of the oven, says Grandma. We have to wait until it rises. The heat in the oven makes it rise. When you hear the timer go beep, 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 it'll be ready. Cake Day. Ready, Grandma? The cake is ready to take out of the oven now, says Grandma, but it is not ready to decorate yet. We have to wait until it is cooled. The dog's just waiting for the cake. Cake day. Ready, Grandma? Yes, the cake is cool. Now you can decorate it. Shake day. Good, says Grandma. You shake those sprinkles beautifully on the cake. When you are all done, this cake will be Happy Birthday Cake. And that was the fun, cutesy little story of Cake Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a bit of a, not a silly one, but I think it was a fun little story. Next, we have another animal story, as I had promised. And this one is called Please Puppy Please by Spike Lee and Tanya Lewis Lee, and illustrations by Kadir Nelson. Look how cute that dog is. Let's dig in. Stay inside today, puppy. Puppy. Please, puppy. Outside? Let's go play. Puppy, 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 please. Away from the gate, puppy. Puppy, please, puppy. Oh, wait, puppy. Wait, please, 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 please. As he goes running off. Come back here. Don't go. Puppy. Please, puppy. Not the mud, puppy. Oh, no. Puppy, 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 puppy. Please. Oh, look at him. Rub-a-dub-dub. Please, 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 puppy. Gotta wash you now. Get back in the tub. Puppy. Watch out for the cat, puppy. Please, puppy, please. He's just not listening today, this cute little dog. Oh no, don't do that, puppy. Puppy, please, puppy. Do you guys have misbehaving puppies? Fetch me the ball, puppy. Please? Come when I call, puppy. Please, 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 please. Ah, he's back with the ball. How cute is that? I'm not sure how well you guys can see these pictures, I'm sorry. You're doing just fine, puppy, 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 puppy. There's the dog and the cat. And its owners. Always be mine, puppy, please. Puppy, please. And that was just a cute little story about a puppy in training who doesn't always know when to listen. But he's such a cute little doggy, nonetheless. And that was Please, Puppy, Please. And now, we have an award-winning book, which means a lot of kids like it, called Waiting by Kevin Hanks. Alright, let's begin. There were 5 of them, and they were waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. The owl with spots was waiting for the moon. The pig with the umbrella was waiting for the rain. The bear with the kite was waiting for the wind. The puppy on the sled was waiting for the snow. The rabbit with stars wasn't waiting for anything in particular. He just liked to look out of the window and wait. When the moon came up, the owl was happy. It happened a lot. When the rain came down, the pig was happy. The umbrella kept her dry. When the wind blew, the bear was happy. The kite flew high and far. When it finally snowed, the puppy was happy. He'd waited a very long time. The rabbit was happy, just looking out the window. Sometimes one or the other of them went away, but he or she always came back. Sometimes they slept, but mostly they waited. Sometimes gifts appeared. Once a visitor arrived from far away. He stayed a while. Then he left and never returned. Oh, it looks like he fell and cracked. How sad. These pages are hard to turn. They saw many wonderful, interesting things. Rainbows, lightning, icicles, fireworks, like during the 4th of July. And of course, there's always the moon, and the rain, and the wind, and the snow to keep them happy. One day, a cat with patches joined them. Was she waiting for the moon? No. Was she waiting for the rain? No. Was she waiting for the wind? No. Was she waiting for the snow? Also no. She didn't seem to be waiting for anything in particular. Oh, but she was. There's many kitties. Now there were 10 of them, and they were happy together. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And they were happy together, waiting to see what would happen next. And that is the story of waiting. Just by waiting, they saw a lot of cool stuff. So sometimes patience is key. Just have to wait for fun things to happen. And our last book is going to be Finders Keepers by Kyoko Kaza. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce their name, but let us dive in anyway. One day a squirrel found a big acorn. Yay! Finders keepers, he cried. I'm going to save this for later, thought the squirrel. So he dug a hole and buried it. Then he left his hat to mark the spot. You stay put, hat, said the squirrel. I'll be back tomorrow. But once the squirrel had gone, the wind began to blow. It lifted the hat higher and higher until it landed in a tree next to a little bird. Wow, what a terrific nest, cried the bird. Finders keepers. She snuggled into her new nest, but soon it began to wobble. It wobbled and wobbled until it fell. It fell into a nearby stream. The hat quickly floated along until an ant spotted it. Yippee! What a nice boat, cried the ant. Finders keepers. The ant hopped on board and sailed on until... Splash! A big wave nearly turned the boat upside down. What was that? Cried the ant. It was a bear. Hey, look at this. What a perfect clown nose, cried the bear. Finders keepers. Wearing his handsome red nose, the bear juggled and juggled until his nose started to tickle. Achoo! The bear's nose went flying. It flew and flew until finally it landed near a flower patch. The next day the squirrel returned. There you are, he said to his hat. Exactly where I left you. He dug up his acorn and happily munched away. Yummy. And that was the end of the story. Until someone else came along. What a cool hat, cried the snake. Finders keepers. And he wore the acorn as a hat. And that is the story of Finders Keepers. But remember, you should share. But it's just a story. Thank you guys so much for listening today. I hope you enjoyed the stories I picked out for you with help from some of the other lovely librarians here. Make sure to stop by the library. We are open, so you can come in and check out some fun books to read at home when you're not listening to the story time, of course. And make sure to check us out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when we post videos. I do story times and read alouds with a chapter book. And then we also have some educational content Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day. Bye-bye.